Welcome back everybody to Brick Artemis. My name is Rob. Today we have a special video once again. We are going to go ahead and talk about how in the world can you enjoy your collection? How can you continue to enjoy your collection? Now this is a big deal for a lot of people because sometimes you get tired of it. You get bored. You don't really know what to do. So you just get rid of it. And I'm here to tell you how to not do that, how to enjoy it, how to continue to love your collection. And here are a few things to just do that. Before we get started, guys, if you guys have jumped in here before and are not subscribed, please go ahead and do that. If you guys are liking the channel, if you guys like this content, go ahead and like the video as well. We have a lot to talk about though, and that is roughly 5, maybe a little bit more things, ways to enjoy your collection. Like, what do you do when you buy something, when you buy a Lego set or buy, let's say, a hot toy or something? What do you do to continue to enjoy that rather than just, you know, buying a Lego set, building it, and putting it on the shelf? You know, like what do you do? So here are some things to kind of freshen up your lifestyle when it comes to your collection, your collection room, your man cave, or your woman cave, or whatever you want to call it. You know, just your nostalgia room, anything that you want to call it. Well, I'm here to tell you I got a few things to help you to continue to enjoy your collection. The first one is easy. First off, make sure before you buy something, buy what you love. If you love Lego, buy it. If you love Hot Toys, buy it. If you love any Funko Pops or anything like that, buy it. Love what you collect and love what love what you collect. Buy what you love and collect that. There's a lot of people that are just like, oh, you know, I kind of want to fit in, and you know, I got friends that buy this, so I guess I'll buy that game too, or I'll buy, you know, I'll buy that Lego set because I know my friends bought that Lego set and it looked cool, but I don't know, whatever, sure, whatever. You know, if you are really truly into collecting and you have a limited space, make sure to buy what you love. There are a lot of things out there, and there are a lot of ways to kind of be overwhelmed. So yeah, buy what you love. If you love Ninja Turtles, buy Ninja Turtle stuff. If you love Marvel, buy Marvel stuff. If you love Star Wars, buy Star Wars stuff. If you love Batman or, you know, DC, buy that stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you love sports, buy sports stuff. Make sure you buy what you love, not what everybody else is doing. If people are like, hey man, buy this Star Wars set, this UCS set, Millennium Falcon is so cool. It's $850, but yeah, it's cool. But at the same time, like I'm the Marvel guy, you know, so I want to buy these Marvel sets that are coming out, like the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum Sanctorium and stuff like that. So make sure you buy what you love, and if it's the Star Wars stuff that you love, buy it. Have fun with it, because that is going to be a way for you to enjoy it longer, knowing that you bought something that you love. All right, guys. Now the second thing is to make sure that you don't overbuy. You don't want to overbuy if you're a Lego collector. You don't want to overbuy and just buy every little thing that comes out, because next thing you know, you're not going to have time to build it. You just won't, unless it's like your everyday job and you're this huge YouTube creator or something like that. But you're not going to have time to build everything. So make sure you build, you know, in certain quantities, and you know, just again, buy what you love. Don't just, oh, new set's coming out on the 1st of the month, gotta buy it, gotta buy everything. Oh no, you know what? I gotta spend, you know, this much money so I get this free Lego set from Lego. Like, calm down with that. You know, it's fun to do every now and then if you really love what's coming out and all of that, but you don't have to buy everything just because everybody's doing it. You know, you don't have to just splurge and go crazy. Now, if you're new to it, it's a little harder because there's so much you want to catch up on, and I think that's fine. Again, you don't want to overdo it because you might get tired of it faster. You might just be like, okay, it's overdone. It kind of came and went. You just want to make sure, again, it goes back to the first thing. Buy what you love. You don't want to overspend. You don't want to overdo it, because not only that, speaking of overspending, if you overbuy, you're going to be stressed out with money. So you're going to have too much stuff that you can't even build. It's going to be in your closet and all that stuff. And you're not even going to be able to build it. And now your credit cards or whatever are just looking downright crazy. Then next thing you know, you're like, well, I've got all these Lego sets that I haven't even opened in the closet. And then you're just going to start selling them all. So what's the point? Now, if you're an investor and you're investing in these Lego sets, there's a huge point. If you start that from the beginning. If you do that from the beginning, then yeah, okay, that's smart. But if you go into it buying to build and have fun, whether it's kind of, you know, keeping your mind off of stuff, more of a therapy thing, or playing with your kids, or, you know, doing something for yourself, if it's to decorate your you know, your room, your collection room, then yeah, sure, cool. But if you just buy because it's out and it's something that, you know, you just feel like you have to buy, don't do it. Buy what you love. Don't overbuy. All right, guys, which leads us to the third thing, everybody. Remember why you bought the piece. Lego, anything that you collect, just remember why you wanted it to begin with. For example, for me, one of my first sets that I absolutely fell in love with, honestly, was the Home Alone set. And I look at that and I remember exactly why I bought it. It was during the holidays. I love the movies. It brings back so many memories of being a kid and watching it with the family, getting ready for Christmas and the holidays. And building that set was so much fun. I've said it in many videos before. Just every little piece built something inside of that house and was a scene from the movie. It was the coolest experience I've ever had in any collecting world, ever. So just always remember why you bought that piece. If it's a Titanic because you love, you know, the movie, or, you know, you love the history behind it. If it's the Flintstones, you know, they had the Lego Ideas Flintstones house. If it's because, you know, you grew up watching that as a kid and, you know, you see it on the shelves and you're like, I need to buy that set. Just remember why you bought it. You know, where were you? Who were you with? You know, what made you want to buy that set to begin with? So always remember, when you look at that build on your shelf and you built it, remember the times, remember while you were building it, how fun it was, and remember why you bought it. It really does help, because you're like, man, yeah, I love this set. And you just fall in love with it again, honestly. So the next one is simple, and I should have said this one, maybe put this at number 2, but we have it for number 4, and that is actually build your sets. So if you are a Lego fan and you know, buy the set and you just put it in the closet, you're going to get tired of it because it's just taking up space in your closet or in your room or something, because it's just in the box. So building your sets is a huge thing. Like, half of the fun of Lego, if not more, is building the set. For me, I never understood, and for those who do, that's fine, but for me, I never understood why buy a set that's already built. Now, if you like it and you just don't like the building process and you think it looks cool and you just want to put it on the shelf, okay. But if you are a Lego fan and you like to build Lego, why are you buying a set, you know, that's already built? If you do that, please let me know in the comments. I'm not judging or anything like that. But for me, personally, and for many out there, part of the fun, half of the fun, is building the set. And if it's just sitting around in your room and it's just sitting there for months and maybe even years, you're going to get bored of it. So make sure to build your set, because that is half the fun. Then display it, because that is, I would say, 25% of the fun. The other 25% is probably, you know, the shopping and getting it and all of that stuff, and just having it. But building your set, you have to do it. That just brings so much fun and joy. And then when you look at it on your shelf, you'll look back, like I said before, and remember building the set, and it just brings so much joy, and you have that memory piece on your shelf, and it's the coolest thing ever. Next up on the list, just make sure, I'm gonna go ahead and say, make sure to put your collection, Lego, Hot Toys, Funko Pops, whatever you might collect, and make sure you put that in a room that you know you're gonna be at a lot. You don't wanna put it in, you know, the basement where you're never at, unless that's, of course, where your bedroom is, or like your living space, cool. But you want to have it like in your bedroom where you know you're going to be at every day, maybe even your living room if your wife or family members will let you, you know, a playroom downstairs, or anywhere you know you're going to be at a lot, have it there. If you're not going to ever see it, and you put it in a room that you're never at, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. It's not going to be next to you. You're not going to see it all the time, and it's just kind of away. So how are you going to enjoy your Lego sets or your collection of any kind at all? You're not. So make sure, you know, you have it in a room and on a display that is really cool and in a place that you know you're going to be at. If you record videos or YouTube or whatever, then have it in the room where you record. Or, you know, if you watch movies somewhere, have it surrounding you or next to the TV, and so that you can see it, you know, and you just kind of pause the movie and look around. And then you're able to like kind of enjoy your collection. That's huge when you know you're going to see it a lot. If you have it in the back room and you never look at it, and eventually a couple weeks go by, you're going to go in that room and be like, yeah, why do I have this? You can't have a collection in a room that you're never in and expect to enjoy it. If you put it in a room that you're never in, then what's the point? So yeah, definitely put it in a room that you know you're going to be at a lot, and just enjoy looking at it. All right, guys, next up, we passed the 5 mark. I'm going to go ahead and say, join a Lego community, whether it's a community in your town. You know, there's a lot of Lego collectors out there. You might have like a local store that has a community or something like that. Join a Facebook group, join an Instagram group or chat or something like that. But join a group, because the Lego fans out there are so much fun. Whether it's, you know, adult fans of Lego, or if you're a kid and you want to meet other kids or something like that, it's a heck of a lot of fun to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who have similar taste in you, and that you can talk about the set that you bought in your building, that you can, you know, communicate about what's coming out next, or what your favorite set was growing up, or what your first set was growing up. It just brings back a lot, and you have somebody to relate to. They show off their collection, you show off your collection, and then it goes on to a third person, a fourth person. You get to talk about and enjoy what you just got, what you're building, the process. If you have any questions, if something happened to a set, you get all the answers. And it's so much fun. Go to Brick World together. It's a lot of fun and makes it a million times better. But yeah, guys, there you have it. It was about 6 or 7 things. I think it was 7. But definitely the key thing is to just make sure to spend time with your collection. If you don't spend time with your collection, you are going to lose interest. That's with any collection you have, whether it's Lego, statues, Hot Toys, Funko Pops, video games of any kind, movies. If you don't spend time with it, you're not going to enjoy it anymore, and you're going to lose interest. And sometimes, you know, interests go from here to here to here. One day you'll be into movies, one day you'll be into music, one day you'll be into reading, and all of a sudden you're into Lego and you just splurge like crazy. Be careful with that. Again, don't overbuy. But, you know, it is a special thing when you have your collection surrounding you and you are able to communicate with other collectors out there. So I hope this list has helped any of you guys who are kind of falling short of that love that you've had for Lego, or any collection. And this can help with anybody, really. So I hope this helped a little bit. I hope maybe if you have your collection in a different room, that maybe you're like, okay, well, let me give it a shot. Let me put it in my bedroom. Let me put it around my TV where I'm watching movies a lot lately. Or at least a couple sets down there. You know what? Maybe I'll pop open a box and start building. Let's see. It's been a while. You know, and then you'll fall back in love with it. Because sometimes, even though you fall out of love with something, you still want to be in love with that something. So how do you get that feeling back the way it was when you first started? So that's what this video was all about. I hope I helped all you guys out there. Guys, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time, keep bricking.